And good morning, Frank Yu, founder of Craft Bamboo Racing. It's great to see you. How are you doing?
Good. Thank
Ah,
you for having me, Ben.
no problems. Thanks for being on here. Yeah, the Asia motorsport industry has been very quiet, and I think the last time we saw each other must have been 2019 at Sepang. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah,
But I've got to start off by bringing up your Craft Bamboo Racing success in the recent Bathurst 12 hours. I mean,
yeah,
that was an amazing strategy. You came from last position. There was a complete engine change, and you finished second overall, only 8.7 seconds behind the winner.
yeah.
Can you talk us through that amazing weekend?
Well, actually, during the race, at the beginning of the race, I had no idea what was going on because the team, obviously, I wasn't there, and the team had come up with the strategy, which is absolutely amazing. And there was something wrong with the engine the day before, and despite all the efforts the factory uh, provided, they suggested that there could be a problem potentially in a 12-hour race. So they asked us to do an engine change, and because of that, um, we lost the entire. I believe it was Friday qualifying and all the practices because the car obviously had to be trucked over to a remote location at a workshop to have the engine changed because we didn't have the equipment on site. That's another problem with COVID because a lot of the equipment we just couldn't. It was impossible to get the logistics perfect. Now, having said that, we had to start from the very end of the back of the grid, and so from the first hour when we first saw light, uh, I believe it was like 4 o'clock in the morning in Hong Kong, and I started seeing them heading into the pit all the time when you shouldn't be. So I was messaging. I didn't want to disturb anyone or anything. So I was messaging the team and said, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And they said it's a strategy. So they were busy, and then so after Maro got out of the car, they started to explain to me what is happening, and I thought it was brilliant because with the regulations, we were able to do all the strategy is basically to do all the mandatory pit stops where you have a time limit, minimum time requirement. You do that all up front.
Oh, okay.
So after that, all the pit stops we would gain 40 seconds each time against our competitors, and that's huge. So I believe it's 40 seconds. Don't quote me, but it could be even more than that.
Wow.
Because with the tire change and the driver change and fueling and everything, it could be a big gain. So we did that, but it wasn't perfect. As you can see, the first pit stop that we did, we were, I think, 0.1 second short. So we had to come in again with the penalty. Otherwise, we would have gained so massively. And everyone was scratching their heads, like, "What are these guys doing?" Soon as after the safety car, when it turns green, we come in again. So, um, but then I think a few of the teams caught on. So we were able to do this, 6 or 7 times, and then other teams started catching on, and they started doing the same thing. But by that time, it was like, done and dusted. We were, I think we were back. We were in the lead for quite a while.
Oh.
Um,
How many
but then
pits
again,
did you guys have?
I,
It was like
I,
some crazy amount, right?
I think it was like 20 something.
Wow.
At the end, it was like 20. I think it was like close to 20. unbelievable. And actually, we would have won the race if it weren't for the last safety car.
Oh.
Because at the end, there was another Mercedes who had had an accident, and it brought out the safety car in the last hour and a half, hour and a bit, and it was then that the winning car, which is another Merc, benefited from pitting under safety.
Right.
But when we pitted the last time, it was under green. So, and that's how we lost the race. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was a brave run, but it turned out, because I think, I remember reading it was, it was an abnormal amount of pit stops for a 12-hour race. But how? Hello, motorsport fans. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications, and like this video so we can keep the channel going.